Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to cover 3.10 going live. We'll wrap that up really quick. We will also cover the 10X that's going to be going on this weekend. I will let you know my thoughts on the champions that are in that, and then we will get you caught up on everything going on in game currently. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, let's go through the 3.10 patch, which is finally live on the game if you go ahead and update your client. So we'll run through this really quickly. All received artifacts and accessories are now shown in the multi-battle result window, even if your storage is full. Messages from unbanned players will now display correctly in chat. The wording was off there a little bit. When fighting against another Lydia Death Siren will no longer get stuck in endless counterattack cycles if the target is under a freeze debuff. The order of hits of Yakarl, third skill Glaciate is now correct. Fixed a bug that caused progress missions to disappear under certain circumstances. Burgoth the Malformed passive skill heals all allies when the Ice Golem attacks with Frigid Vengeance passive skill. Change the position of text and accessory packs. Now chests containing materials will be displayed on the first 4 bosses on normal on the Doom Tower map. Increase the chance of getting epic and legendary materials from the 20th and 21st faction crypt stages. That's the one that matters. That's the one that was needed the most out of what I've seen so far here. What people are running into is you have like no epic materials, so you're going back to farm like stages 11, 12, whatever was optimal there to get the epic materials, but I'm glad they are addressing that, so that's definitely good. We now list all eligible factions in tournaments with challenge rules instead of the alliance name. That's good. Adapted the UI to correctly display on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2 devices. Then down below, I'm not going to dive into every single one of these. I did do a dedicated video on this that I will try to link up there if you're curious on all of the AI fixes, but to be honest with you, all you really need to know is down here, we've got Serris supposedly prioritizing her A3 properly, which we've been clamoring for over a year, and Coldheart trying to get some better AI in terms of wasting her Heartseeker, especially on the Fire Knight shield. Then we've got some of these champions with detonate abilities and worthless clan boss abilities like Rosin, trying to address some of those AI issues in the game that are most prevalent. So that's mainly what you need to know about 3.10 going live. And I do want to show you an arena fight here. We'll see what Serris is doing now. Okay, so we go there. And so, okay, so here's a situation where they already have defense break and they have no buffs up. So let's see what Serris does here on auto. She still did the A2 there, did not prioritize her A3. But I wonder if that's because there was already a defense break and no buffs to remove maybe. So let me try something else here, and we'll see if we can get Serris to use that A3 first on auto. All right, so here's another situation. I'm going to go ahead and A1 with Lydia, and let's see what Serris does. This time there is okay, so there's no buffs here. She's got her A2 and A3 available. Let's see what she does. Okay, she did prioritize the A3 there. So I don't have time to test this for hours this morning. I'm trying to get just kind of give you a first impression. It looks like it's still a little bit wonky. She's not going to just blindly prioritize her A3. But from what I can tell is if there's not a defense break, it looks like she will maybe. Let me know if you've done more testing, if you've got some experience on really trying Serris in a bunch of different situations. Let me know, because it doesn't seem like she's just going to blindly prioritize her A3 to me, but let me know. Okay, and now I have got Coldheart pulled up here on the Fire Knight, and she has all of her abilities available. The shield is up. There's 3 hits left on the Fire Knight shield. It would be ideal that she goes ahead and bursts down the shield with flurry of arrows here, but let's go ahead and see what she's going to do on auto. Okay, so it looks like that one did not go through properly or something. So Coldheart is definitely still plowing her Heartseeker into the Fire Knight shield, at least from what I was able to see there in some initial testing. But similar to Serris, let me know about your experience down below. We do also have a 10X event coming this weekend, so they are going with the normal rotation of the 2X, then the 10X, and then next weekend we will probably have 2X Ancients are the next one up on the list. So let's go through all of these champions. We're going to have Elder Skarg, Ignatius, Jotun, Kalia, Shirmani, Gurgo, Luria, and Exemplar. Let's go through each and every champion really quickly, and then I will wrap up my thoughts on this 10X. So I'm just going to go through in the order that Plarium listed them to me, and first up, we've got Elder Skarg. I've heard of some people doing some cool things with Elder Skarg in Spider and Faction Wars and stuff. Do I think he's an account-changing legendary that's worth really chasing after shards? No, not really. Ignatius is a pretty great legendary. He scales with defense, does some cool things, AoE provoke, AoE HP burn. Worth noting that this HP burn cannot be resisted, so that was very handy in the upper tiers of the Doom Tower against the Frost Spider, where you want to get the HP burn on it. So and it can't be resisted, so it helps him crank out the damage and also deal with that boss in terms of the special abilities. He's also got an aura here of defense in all battles. So Ignatius is like borderline between A and S. He's a very, very solid legendary. Is he Siphy or Valkyrie or something? No, but he's definitely a very solid champ. Jotun is an HP scaling epic who they did fix a couple months ago, make him a lot better than he used to be. He properly scales with HP now, and he can actually hit pretty hard. And to me, he seems like a pretty decent early to mid-game champ that is going to lose value in the end game. For Kalia, not a whole lot to say other than she looks cool, but I'm not really a fan of her as a champion necessarily. I don't really think there's ever a justification to invest in her and max her out, and I just don't think she would bring enough value to the table. And now we move into the freeze side of things. It looks like they were listing these to me in an order of from the burners to the freezers. So now we're going to move to the freeze side of things on the 10X, and we'll start with Shiramani. Shiramani is a cool champ. I would say like a top 30 legendary. I love the A1, the triple hitter 3 times at random that places freeze. I wish there was a buff chance here for a book. I wish it went like 5%, 10%, and then 5% buff chance or something. I think that would be fair for her. But yeah, again, similar to Ignatius, she's not Siphy or Valkyrie or anything, but she's definitely a cool legendary. Gergo the Augur is someone who got buffed a couple months ago, and his A2 is bonkers for the arena. Remove 2 random buffs from all enemies, and then you can get this booked to 100% chance of placing a freeze debuff on all enemies for 1 turn, then grants an extra turn. So that is a ridiculous 10 out of 10 S tier arena ability. He's also void. Now, from my experiences, he's a little bit tough to keep alive. He's got the 16k base HP and 1,000 defense. He's an attack scaling champion, so he can be a little bit squishy in the arena, but this A2 is ridiculously strong, and he's definitely a pretty solid legendary. Luria, I think is maybe a little bit of an underrated epic. This A2 is very good in the arena. It's going to be an AoE. You can book this up to a 75% chance of placing a freeze, and then it is also a budget option for a block reviver like a Foley or something. She's got this ability here. You get her tuned right to go at the right time in your team, and she can place freeze if she doesn't kill and block revive if she does kill. So Luria is again, she's not an S tier, she's not a Serris or something, but she's definitely got some potential to be a pretty cool epic. And the last champion we're going to go over for this 10X is Exemplar. Not a whole lot to say here. Exemplar is kind of like Aethel, with a multi-hitter A1 and placing some weaken. But just, yeah, not a whole lot to say. I wouldn't really ever chase after Exemplar and prioritize building her. So that is all the champions in the 10X. Remember, Elder Skarg, Ignatius, Jotun, Kalia, Shiramani, Gergo, Luria, and Exemplar. So in terms of final thoughts, should you be pulling in this 10X? No, I don't really think so. I would save your shards for 2X events. I don't see anything in here that would justify slamming a bunch of shards. I don't see something like a Krisk, a Siphy, a Valkyrie, a Batto. I don't see anything like that. I see a couple decent champions. Ignatius, Shiramani, and Gergo are all 3 solid legendaries. There's nothing wrong with them, but I don't see I don't see a 10X that is worth slamming a bunch of shards. I would recommend holding off until a 2X to get a little bit more value per shard. And then do not forget, we have got a brand new iteration of the Doom Tower. Well, I shouldn't say brand new. I should say a reset iteration of the Doom Tower. I haven't gotten a chance to dive into these floors, but from what we're hearing in the community and from Plarium and everything, this Doom Tower is going to be pretty much the same as the last one. There's not going to be a whole lot changed. They need a little bit more time to design some new mechanics and change the boss fights and stuff. So expect this Doom Tower to be very similar to the last one, but it is going to be fun to dive in, restart, and go through this. So just wanted to let you know that the Doom Tower has a reset, and hopefully you were able to get pretty far in the last one. I did end up finishing all of the secret rooms on the very last day. I was holding off on developing the epic Lizardman team as long as I could. I was kind of dreading that, but I did make it work. Finally got through it. That was the last thing I did, was the secret room for the epic Lizardman. And for what's going on in game right now, we've got under the tournaments tab a dragon tournament. This is a pretty par for the course dragon tournament. Typically, dragon and spider are probably the hardest ones to win, because that is what a lot of players are wanting to grind and slam a ton of runs into. So relentless pieces, it's going to be toughest to get in the dragon, and typically the rewards on the right are not very good. You can see that there's no core hammers or a legendary book or 5-star chicken or anything over here on the right. So if you want to skip this one, don't feel bad. It's a par for the course dragon tournament without a whole lot going on. Then under the events tab, be careful upgrading your artifacts until tomorrow or so. You can see here there is an artifact enhancement event coming, so you'll be able to double dip with a little bit of value on your silver. So be careful there. It'll be a good opportunity to take some stuff to level 12, level 16, and double dip your points there. We've got dungeon divers going live, so if you are grinding the dragon, you will be able to double dip a little bit here. I would probably go, you guys know my feelings on this. I would at least try to go to 2300, scoop up the 10 core hammers available, and at least kind of do the budget version of the dungeon divers event. And then you've also got champion training right after Sir Nick, which I've kind of joked about a few times. People are probably the last thing they want to do is more champion training after that crazy Sir Nick whale event. But yeah, that is going to be ending pretty soon here, right around the time the artifact enhancement event starts. So if you are focusing on that, you're going to want to pay attention, because it is going to be ending soon. Now let's head on into the shop and plug in the offers. I will do the monthly offer. I already kind of know the value, but since it's a brand new month and I want to plug it in at least every now and then for you guys, keep you refreshed on the exact value of the monthly pack here for those of you that are curious or maybe new to my channel or something. So it'll be really quick. Let's go 8, 4, and 2. We've got a 2.45 on the monthly pack. So technically a pretty decent offer that you may want to keep in mind over the course of the month here, and think about if you're in the market to spend money on raid. Great deal mix pack we've got. Let's plug this in. We've got 60, delete this, 1800 energy, 2.5 million silver, 30 times 4 is 120 XP brews, and then 15 and 7. We've got a, wait a minute, that can't be right. Oh, okay, yeah, I put energy refills instead of XP brews. Okay, I was gonna say, whoa, what's going on here? Okay, so 120 XP brews, 15, 7 energy. Yeah, okay. Not bad. One of their better great deal mix packs, because you get a pretty good blend of some books, energy, and silver. There's no shards or anything, so not amazing. But yeah, it's a 2.35. It's technically decent. Mega mix pack. Okay, this one has a less of a purchase limit, so I wonder if that means it's going to be better, but it doesn't look like it just from my first initial impressions. 5 days of XP. No silver. We've got 350 gems. 160 brews. Is that right? Okay. And then we've got 8 and 10 on the chicken. Yeah, 2.01. So this one, nowhere near as good as the Great Deal Mix Pack, in my opinion. Mini Mix we don't have to do, and Divine Crit, we're not going to spend money on 5-star gear. So, okay, in terms of the offers, it's definitely going to be the Great Deal Mix Pack is the best one, in my opinion, in terms of value per dollar. Nothing else I would super recommend as of right now. We haven't really heard anything from Plarium's Twitter account in about 6 days. The last thing they announced was the 2x Voids and 10x Torment. So nothing of note coming from them on social media for about the last 5 or 6 days. And in terms of anything going on Reddit, I didn't see a whole lot. People complaining about Coldheart and the AI fix not being correct. And then I think somebody was talking about how Zavia is going crazy right now. Yeah, Zavia cranking out the damage after the AI fix because obviously she's not combusting and detonating poison, so that's going to be a little bit better. And then, yeah, Madam Serris still using the AI is not proper. And then there was also somebody talking about ancient shards in the market, so I wanted to touch on that really quickly. Let me pull up this here. So, okay. So I haven't talked about this in a video for a while, so it'd be good to have a little refresher course on this. I saw somebody on Reddit talking about how there seems to be a ton more ancient shards in the market. What's going on? If you're new to my channel or you haven't heard me talk about this before, you can purchase 5 ancient shards per month from the in-game market, and those cost 200,000 silver. Now, it resets at the start of every month. So when a new month kicks off, which just happened this week, we hit New Year's 2021 and started a new month, that max out resets. So now you're going to see ancient shards again in the market, and then once you buy 5 of them, you won't see them the rest of the month until that max timer, or not timer, but that max amount refreshes when we head into February, and then you can buy ancient shards again. There'll be 5. So typically the first week of a month is when you're going to see ancient shards in the market, and then once you get towards the second half of the month, if you're an active player, you've probably already purchased your 5 ancient shards for the month, and you won't see them until the month resets. But I just saw people, a few people confused about that on Reddit, so I wanted to touch on that really quick. And a couple other things I want to touch on in the community right now is a huge shout out to a couple friends of mine. Deadwood Jedi is close to releasing the version 2.0 of his clan boss calculator, I believe. So head on over to deadwoodjedi.com. Definitely keep an eye on that and check out the stuff he is doing. He does a lot of great things for the raid community. And also, Hell Hades has been hard at work on a gear artifact optimizer for your champions. It's able to extract the information from your account, get it uploaded to the website, and then you can do a bunch of different things in terms of playing around with artifacts and different builds for champions to help you optimize stuff without hopefully having to spend as much silver moving stuff around constantly, and get your builds a little bit more optimized. Yesterday on stream, Hell Hades did join me for about 30 or 40 minutes to talk about this this raid optimizer. So I'm gonna get a video out about that hopefully later today. I'm gonna edit that down to a YouTube video so you can see my conversation with Hell Hades talking about this optimizer. But definitely head on over to hellhades.com if you want to look into the optimizer. I think it's got the potential to be an extremely useful tool for raid. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. In conclusion, if you're watching this video right away, there will be a link down below in a pinned comment. I'm going to go live, hang out, play some raid for a few hours, and interact with you guys if you want to stop by. Remember, the Doom Tower has reset, and you want to do your keys. You want to do your stages in batches of 10. So you don't want to do like 2 or 3 on hard and then go do 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever on normal. You want to do them in batches of 10 so that you're unlocking a boss fight every day, and you're moving up the tower in batches of 10 to kind of keep your progression streamlined. So definitely good luck on the Doom Tower. And again, just to refresh your memory on the 10X, it is going to be Elder Skarg, Ignatius, Jotun, Kalia, Shiramani, Gurgo, Luria, and Exemplar. So that's going to do it. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.